That should be all right. Maybe if I do it like that, that should be cool. One could hope. Let's see what happens. It's not too bad, I guess. That shouldn't kill you guys too much. This way and this way. Let's see if that works. Hey, Peacock, how are you? Well, I think I'm gonna mess around with the Aurora Borealis today. We'll see how that goes. I hope your day's going well. We'll wait and see if a few more come up. Just gotta position myself here. I take it you can hear me okay. I'm hoping that the phone won't buffer. Hey, what's going on? All right, you guess you guys can hear me. All right, it's cool. Very good. Well, like I said, we'll see how bad the buffering gets. I'm gonna adjust some of this lighting a little bit here. Hopefully my skull won't be too visible. All right, P-Kid. Thank you. Well, I guess I would say if you look down here on the bottom, but I have to do it with the phone when I'm on YouTube. So um, sometimes it's just how it is. Today it's a little different. I did not go and get any watercolor paper, so I'm actually using the cardboard backing to the watercolor backing paper. I already primed it with black paint gesso, so it's really ready to go. I obviously didn't put any border going anywhere. All right, and we'll get started. I'm using transparent colors today. Only three colors so far. Um, phthalo blue. I'm trying to think of the name of the green. It's a it's not sap green, but what I use? Phthalo green. I believe it's yeah. I think I'm using phthalo green and titanium white. I would use a deeper red, but I don't have any red deep enough. I might. Let me see here. I could use a purple. The Dr. purple's dark enough for sure. Just for some more variance. I could get away with Dr. So maybe I'll put a little bit of that in there. Why not? So give me 1 second. Let me just get a little bit of this stuff. Doing a scene like this, I just split my cap open. Hold on. Throw that cap out. I got replacement caps here, so pop another cap on here. Doing an Aurora scene is not really the most challenging of art projects, but depending on how this stream goes, I may make a little something out of it. All right. Hello, Vera. If you guys don't mind, press that thumbs up button for me, or thumbs down, as long as you press A button. Okay. Let me get my green towel, put it over my lap here, and we'll get the ball rolling. I have a webcaster, and I bought some gadgets just to hopefully get this thing working, and to go through my laptop, but it didn't work. Then I tried with StreamYard itself, but I think I need another gadget to get the camcorder to go through the computer. Um, it doesn't have HDMI, but I don't think I have the correct drivers for it, so I couldn't do anything with it as of right now. But I'll experiment with it later on. I've sent paintings to Ireland, and yeah, I think it's about depending on the size. I think last time I sent anything to Ireland, it was about $50. I think either that. Yeah, I think Ireland was $50 because I think Australia was 30 or 20 because Canada's about $30. But yeah, I've sent them there. All right. Well, let's get on with it. Of course, you guys don't see it, but I used up all of my pink shampoo. I put some more glycerin in it. It's extremely watery. I really wish I could show you how watery this is. It's like fruit punch, but it's also about 85 degrees in here because they came and turned the heat on, and he cranked it, and we can't control it. So, but anyway, like I say, we're gonna get right onto it. Gotta have the board slick. I deal with heavy body acrylic paint. Now you really should be able to see the shine on this, especially on black. Okay, so it should shine quite lovely. And you see how thinly I'm putting it on here. This is mainly for the upper part, not really for anything else, but there you go, even with complete with suds. That's basically all I would really need. No more, no less than that. All right. And I can actually rinse this stuff off. I don't need any more of this. I'm just wiping it across my canvas here. My pants. It's got the beach towel on it. I guess I'll go with a little purple. We'll go with the dogs and see the purple. And we'll just pop some right here. It's like that. This funky green. We'll put the green over here. Somewhere around here like that. I'm going to rinse off the brush here. And then I guess we'll top it off with some blue. Oh, right across the top here. Like that. Make some of that blue in there. Okay, that's enough of that. Same 2-inch flat brush. Like I say, nothing special really. I'm gonna use the same brush. I'm gonna just go right straight into titanium white. Okay, I'll get the edge kind of narrow here. And I guess I'll go from here. I'll just tap it. Boop, just like this. Just tap like that. Then I'll come around like this. And then I'll just come on down like that. Alright, well that's one. I'm wiping off my brush, believe it or not, on the towel. Get some more clean white. And I guess I'll tap one like this. And I have to come around up like that, disappear. Maybe a little something on that corner like that. Alright. Should I have something around there? Not really. Not today. Hey, what's going on, Ben? How are you? Yeah, she is something else, right? I'm proud of her. She's great. But lately, just wiping it off the brush here. You want to see the streaks. And the way you angle your brush, or just angle it as straight as you can. The more you rub this stuff, the more streaks you'll get. Get that nice radiance to it. All right, I'm gonna come over here and do the same thing. Right from the bottom. Flick of the wrist. You can have it as, you can vary them if you want. All up to you. Of how thick you want it, how much of it you want it to glow. I'll do it this way here. Like that. I'll come a little shallow here. And I'll pop some a little higher here. Especially around the corner turn here. And then just like that, around in here. A little higher. The more you, just like that, we'll come up here. Now I can get these to be a little brighter if I want. Oh, it's really up to you. You know, you can have some little stand out a little bit more like that. Up to you. Just like this. You can vary it. Like I say, really up to you. Just a little bit of white. It depends on which part of it you want brighter to stand out a little more than others. Okay. Oh, let's give this a little more. That. Because some of them do appear a little brighter than others. So, like I say, it's up to you how much of it you want to really stick out. I need to know if it's if the video is pretty smooth or not. Basically, is what I'm asking. If the video is pretty smooth, you're good. I just need to know. Because it's so warm in here, the paint, it's already starting to tack up, believe it or not. Like that. Okay. Now, I don't know how much of it you can see, but it's starting to, like I say, it's starting to tack up a wee bit. And you can see the colors that are in here. They got the purple and the blues and the greens and whatnot. But it's you don't see the rest of the colors because, like I said, they're all transparent, so it appears black. All right. We'll add a little fun while we're at it, while I'm doing this. Now, when you do this, um, just be sure, especially with titanium white, just be sure you are familiar with how the splatters go. All right, and where you want to put them. The closer you are, the more control you pretty much have over it, more or less. Okay. I'll put some stars in there. The closer you are, it takes practice. Pop the stars in there, here and there. Like that. And make sure you, whatever instrument you use, I use the toothbrush, the old one. When you do the stars, you just rinse off your brush. It just saves you a bunch of heartache. It just saves you a bunch of heartache later on. Sound is a little boxy, huh? All right. I really don't want to go the other way with the sound because I think I might yank this thing out. So let me try something. I'll be right back. Hold on. All right, how about now? How's the sound now? I took the gadget out of there. iPhones are funny. Yeah, I kind of figured. All right, it was that one piece. It was this thing here. So if it's a little boxy, it's not acting right. That means it's probably good for headphone use, but not for microphone. So okay, cool. Then it was the piece. All right, my bad, guys. I'm sorry. All right, let's move right along now. Because most of this has dried up. Okay, um, I can put more glycerin on here. It may bring some of that color back, but it's not really necessary because I'm gonna pop some mountains in there real quick. You guys can't, like I said, you guys cannot see what I'm doing down here on the board because I don't have the two camera deal going. But I'm just mixing the phthalo and the purple together. Okay, there. Get it pretty thin. I'm gonna use a little bit of, I found my brush here. Just a little bit of glycerin, but the glycerin is gonna be down below so I can fade the mountains out if I choose to go that route. So I'll put the stuff to fade down here, just down here on the bottom. Now you guys should be able to see that because of the slope. So whatever is going to get faded, the mountain, the actual mountains themselves, have to be above this. So we can do that. We'll pop one right up in here, like this. Now obviously it's dark, obviously, and it's okay. You'll see in a second. I'll bring one down here. I'll pop a nice little range right here. Now the dark colors are kind of needed. I'm getting some more. Oh, actually, I'm getting phthalo blue. Some of the dioxazine purple. And a slight touch of that green. So I got all three colors in here. I just need something dark. I don't particularly, it doesn't really matter what blend at this stage you use for dark. It's just going to be plain dark anyway. And that's kind of what I'm looking for. Just like that. And I'm going to drag some of that color down. But because it's so dark, you might not, obviously you're not going to see it. Or it might not even matter at this stage. But it's definitely in there. The mountains are going to be kind of prominent. It is way up north. I'll fade some. I'm bringing some of it down into this glaze mixture here, just like that. Like I said, you're not gonna see a bunch of it, but it is in there. I'll just take it and I'll just smooth it out, bring it on out down here, and it's all right. But it will make a difference once I put the highlights and stuff on here and start fading stuff out. Well, it can come out here and do whatever. None of this is going to matter anyway, because we're not really concentrating on that right now. Now, I do have a bad habit of doing what I just did, which was because it's where am I at here? Yeah, we're good. Because if I tug at this wire, it's going to definitely pull the phone, so forgive that. Okay. Josh Turner. Don't know who Josh is. Okay. So we got a little bit of this darkness going on here. I'm going to use just the titanium white. I may mix some of this blue in it. I'm gonna mix some of the blue in it, but I don't have to because it's gonna pick up whatever's on that mountain, especially if it's still pretty wet. I'll just spread out my marble mixture here. Okay, like I say, we're up north. They're kind of snow-capped to begin with. I should use a smaller knife than this, but we're gonna play around here. Let's zoom in on these mountains a little bit. All right, you guys should see that quite well. All right, I got a little delay on my monitor, so I know it's gonna zoom in a bit. Like I say, I hope it's not the video's not staggering on you too bad. But let me know if it is. And very lightly, we're gonna have a little fun here with these guys. Let it play around. Just like that. It'll come down. Have that come around like that. Now you see the way it's breaking up? That's what you're looking for. Let's do the other peak. The other peak's like right around in here. Come out, come around, come across. Bring that on the outside just a little bit. Have this one connect to it. Have this one go straight down. Slide that way. Don't worry about that. We'll do something with that. Very lightly. See, a lot of that will be faded out and whatnot, so have no fear if you're not used to doing mountains like this. Have this one come out here, narrow it down, bring it up around like that. Give him a little something right there. Let's give him more of a backward peak. Scribble him around like this. Shake him a little bit like that. I'm tempted to put something else over there, but I'll leave it be. Okay, let's get to our dark mix. I'm gonna put the dark mix in. I'm mixing the darker mix in with the white. Getting a little phthalo blue. A little bit of that purple. Phthalo blue, purple, a little bit of that white. Just a cooler color. A little more phthalo blue. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna use a smaller knife. If I can find it. Here we are. We use this guy. Okay. Cutting right across. Got a nice little roll of paint there. Okay. All right. I think that's a little too thick. Let me thin that out. A little baby roll. We'll come over here, and you're gonna go on the opposite side. So what you'll do is you'll connect up with this fella, and you can just slide it on around like that. It's just very little paint. Take it, angle it, boom, come on around. I'll go from the other side. So what I'm doing is I'm cutting across, but I'm cutting across on the other edge, so I don't have to bend my hand around. And I come around here, just like that. Bring some around here. Make it curve around, just like that. But you see the two distinct colors. Okay, that's what's gonna help sell your mountain. All up in here a little bit. Curve some in here. Okay, come on down. Let's bring that out a little bit more. Like that. Getting a little swath of color. Very lightly. Bring it on down. Come on down in here. Like that. Bring some of that right on across. Some of this stuff, like I said, it's marble. I'm gonna come over here. I think you guys can see me do everything here. I'll come down. Swing it on across. If you kind of dip into some of the other colors, that's fine. Very lightly if you can, very lightly. Let's take it, let's go this way. Oh, I ran out of paint. Do it again, around this side. Drag it on out. Don't worry about this, this will all be faded, textured and all of that. Come over here and, well, let's go this way, like that. Bring it on down. Let it drag. Just like that, like that. Let's angle this one this way. And then it would come out like that. Just like that. Look at those for mountains. I'll bring some that way like that. On that edge. All right. We're going to take Mr. Brush here. It's still moist here. So we're going to give it a little touch. Just like that. Keep it going. You're just breaking it up a little bit. Just go the other way. Go in the direction of the mountains like that. You can come up with it a little bit. I'll do it with my right hand here. Right. Can you guys see that? I hope my palm isn't too much in the way. I'll angle up this way. And we're just tapping, bring it downward, just like that. Partly up the mountain, come on down, go up the mountain a little bit, bring it on down, like that. Okay. Hopefully I'm not yanking this microphone too much. Yeah, we got some kind of weird, they gave it a funky name to it of what's going on because it's raining pretty good here too. Now we're going to take that color and we're going to wisp upward with it. Upward in the direction of your mountains, upward. This is a very soft blending brush. I think you guys who followed me for a while, you already know what this thing is. Then I'm going to lightly circle. Now I'm not blending everything together, it's just going to take it out of focus a little bit. Okay, that's all. A nice fingers crisscross stroke. Because everything's still damp. Very lightly now. Be light with it. But it's much like that. Okay. Just like so. Let me clean this brush off pretty good here. I got a small jar with a rack in it. So I'm gonna use that instead. We have a soft, I'll show you the soft blending brush for those of you getting style. Alright. Show it to you in a minute here. I'm just draining it out by hand. You really gotta dry them out really well. Alright, here we go. This guy right here. It's nothing but a makeup brush at Walmart. Alright. I tape up the edges because the glue don't hold, and I really use these brushes a lot. I just tape up the edges. I'll tape up. This is what I use. But you have to wring it out a lot. It holds a lot of water. After you use the brushes like this that are such fine hair that's really soft, rinse them out immediately. Especially with acrylic paint. You really don't want your paint to dry on this. Okay. All right. Like I say, I hope I'm not buffering too bad or it's looking too jittery. You know, stuff like that. Now I can add some extra sparkle to the, wow, it's starting to dry up already. It's like 80 something degrees in here, so everything's tacking up and drying kind of fast. I can add little bits of even brighter snow or whatnot to this. Might as well do it now while I'm talking about it. Why am I talking about it when I can just show you, right? Okay. I'll take a little bit of titanium white, just the smallest touch. And what it's going to do, because there's texture on here already, because of the thicker paint, it's drying. All you have to do is lightly graze over it to wherever you want your highlights to be. So we're still pretty close. You should be able to see it. It's a light touch, very light. It's going to take off what it wants wherever you are. Look at that. It's amazing how this style of painting will make you look so awesome. You know, it's doing the work for you. Just get this. Taking my titanium white, spreading it right down the palette here. You take it, travel it down if you want, like that. You make some of it meet like that. Bring it down. Have a good time with it. Like I say, you don't have to add really too much to it if you don't want to. You could have kept them the way they are. You know, it's definitely your choice. Okay. Just little spots I see that can have a nice little snowy edging, kind of going downward a little bit, like that. One up top, maybe a ledge of snow right here, and then coming downward, like that. It's definitely your world. You can arrange this and have this any way you want. Maybe something here, but it curves and go up the side of the mountain like that. It's like that. You can just leave that be. You got your auroras, you got your stars, you got your mountains, you got some of it highlighted a little bit. If you would like, you can give a little soft tap, bring some of that color into the mountain so it doesn't stand out too much. You can fade some of that color into the mountain itself. It's just going to do them a turn blue or bluish purple. It's okay. See, you're not losing anything, but it's just changing the color because everything's still kind of moist. Okay. And it's really up to you if you want to lightly, kind of, very lightly. It's just shifting the color a little bit. So it kind of includes it into the mountain. All right. Not saying what, Bruce. Is it getting a little? Is it getting a little jittery? I do need to find out. I have to know. I really don't want to use the Android because the Android's picture quality I don't think is as good as the iPhone. But if I have to switch, it would have to be next time because I'm so far into this anyway. So, but I do need your input. Okay, we got the mountains done. All right. I guess I can angle. I guess this is a good vantage point, more or less. Let's go further downward here. Up around that area. All right. Now, really up to you how you want to do this next part. This is a nice short way to get reflections and everything. We're going to do the reflections first. So what I'm going to do is actually go backwards. I'll get the aurora reflections in here. We'll get the mountain reflections. No, the aurora reflections first. The mountain reflections. We'll make it look like glassy, kind of watery type stuff happening down below. And we get the reflections in, I'll block in the layer. All right, so this painting is going to be rather quick to do. I'll try to slow it down for those of you who might want to try this out. So what I'm doing is getting more glycerin. All right, now we've already done everything we need to do for the top. All we're concerned about right now is the bottom down here. Okay. Something to keep it slick and moving. All right. Okay. All right. Should have came back by now. Did it come back for you guys? Let me know. Did it come back for you? Okay, good. It's raining here. It's doing all sorts of craziness, so I'm not really too upset. Now I can add a little more white to that. Okay, because we're gonna do I'll add a little more white to it. We're gonna do some stuff with the motion of the water. This stuff is still pretty slick. I'll lighten it up in certain spots here like that. I gotta be strategic in where I want the bright to happen also. You'll see as we go on. Okay, so we got this happening right now. Okay. Let's take a soft brush. I'll take this guy, this fella right here. Cause I think you guys can still see me do everything here. We'll go straight across. Straight across like that. Let's go in the opposite direction with this one. Look at that. See what's going on here with it? Straight across. And straight this way for this one. Straight the other way. This one. Get it to kind of shimmy and move along in different directions. Like the water is moving left to right. Come this way. Right down below. Just like that. All right. Okay. We still got to add the mountains in. So we're pretty much going in the order, but just upside down. All right. Okay. I'm going to mix some more of the dark color, get some purple. We already got some of this blue here. So get some of the purple, some of the blue, some of the green. Need more green in that. I'm mixing purple, green, and some of the phthalo blue. Get it really deep color. Pretty much the color somewhat of the mountains. All right. We're going to get a little bit of white. I got to get some more titanium white. Are we still good? I guess we're still good. I'll pull back a little bit. No, I don't need to pull back a little bit. I think you guys can see everything fine. Because we're concentrating just on this. I'm going to get a little more titanium white. I'm going to marble the blue color in with the white. And that's all I'm going to do. Everything's still pretty much slick, okay? So, why am I using the marbled up colors here? You'll see. And we're just going to, just like that. See what I'm doing here? See, just random kind of shapes, but in different colors. And if you got to, if you want to, you can pop some of that dark stuff in there too. Just like this. Just do it in different various shapes or whatnot. This is one of the easiest, quickest ways for you to get yourself a little bit of your mountain stuff going here. Just like this. You'll see what it looks like when I'm done. Talk about a quick, easy way, and you fool everybody. Okay, I know you weren't shown this trick very much. When it gets a little bit closer towards the edge here, get a little bit of phthalo blue in there. Get that darkness going up in there a little bit. I'm just using no but straight phthalo. Just toward the bottom here. Like I say, it'll make sense to you in a second or two. Just like that, all right? You're not totally getting rid of all your streaks or anything like that. Then you just take it, bring it straight down. Bring them all of it straight down. Instant mountain reflections there. Just like so. Just like that. Okay. Just like that. So you still got your auroras. Can I zoom out a bit? Sure. See it now? I'm just cleaning off the brush, wiping off the excess. Very lightly, once again. Go across. Just like that. And there you have it. Just like that. Still not done. We're almost done. We're getting there. Alright. Let's get a fan brush. This small fella. We're going to play with the rest of the phthalo green if I got any left. And the phthalo blue. We'll play with that. Let me get some more phthalo green here. Hold on. We're going to get a nice row of pine trees going. Get some phthalo green. A little more than that. I got to get the trees light enough so they can be recognizable as trees. I'm getting into the phthalo blue a little bit, but darken it up just a tad. These aren't in like super detail or anything, but right around down in here, all up in here like this. Look at this. Watch. Can you see that? Oh, just the straight trees, just like this. If I gotta lighten them up a little bit, we'll see as I'm doing them. We'll see what happens. Just getting some more of the color. Just like that. Because these trees are in the back there. So you should be able to somewhat see these. If not, I'm looking at it myself. I think these are come out. I think these are, maybe. Just let's experiment. Maybe let's try something. I'll use the edge. I'll highlight them a little, just a tad, like that, off and on. Yeah, I think that will work for you. Because one is picking up that green anyway. But these look like trees that are a ways off. And they've got a little bit of shine to them. And just as I'm doing this, you see that I'm not getting rid of any of the detail back there. They're all different sizes and whatnot. Let's get a little more of that. What you're doing on the top, obviously you have to do on the bottom. And just vary them. I'm just using the highlight color. Vary the height. Okay, keep it interesting. Just looking to light it up, lighten them up a little more. Like so. Come down here, lighten it up a little bit. Just rinsing off the brush a tad. I'm gonna use the same brush here. Alrighty. It's still glitching a little bit. Let's see here. Let's get a little bit of purple. Hold on Give me 1 second to get a little more phthalo green here. I want to get a little bit of laying over there. The most important part really was getting that reflection, getting the reflections down in there. The reflections will make even more sense. I'm not done with the reflections yet. I'm just using the purple and the green right now. A little more of the daquasine purple in there. Gray it up a bit. Cutting off a little bit. I'm gonna add some. Get some land in there, here and there. Very lightly, I go across here. Put some of that land streaking across. I'm not getting rid of too much of that dark, but I want some of that land mass to show. Just a little bit. Just like that. Just a little bit here and there. Okay. All right. Let's get my large knife. I'm getting some white. Spread the white red out. It's not totally super white, especially since I just went across that green like that. I didn't necessarily want the green, but we'll mix it in there anyway. All right, here we go. We're gonna go right across. Right across. It may cut on some, it may not. I don't want a perfect straight line. Just like that. Get another batch of white. And we're gonna get, now we can go horizontally straight across like that. Just like that, straight across. And get some going across like that. Get some a little bit closer, like so. As it gets closer to shore, it gets smaller and smaller. All up in here. Take a little bit wider, longer, all around in here. We're gonna take some, we're gonna pull some right off the page. Right off the page there. Just like that, go around across. Okay, I think I just about demolished all of my dark here, which is a good thing. I'm getting all of what I got left of color except the white. I'm gonna need some more. So let's go back to our oh, okay, that's cool. I'm just getting some more phthalo green. We're at the 99% mark on this painting. Little phthalo green, little daquasine purple here. I might go a little darker for the foreground. Actually, I know I'm going to get darker in the foreground. So we're going to break rank here. And we're going to go right into our burnt umber. I need a darker foreground than the surrounding area. So we got a little umber here playing around. Okay. I'm gonna take this, I'm mixing it with the palette knife here. So it's the rest of the colors that I use and some umber. Now, umber does have green in it. So because it does have the green in it, I gotta neutralize that green with its color opposite, which is red. So I'll use a processed magenta. At this point, it really don't matter which red I use. Anything red's gonna It's going to neutralize that bluish green. And what I'm doing is I'm just getting this stuff dark enough to establish that it is the foreground, because everything else is fairly deep in color, even the shiny stuff is kind of muted down a little bit. Okay, got plenty of it now, that's for sure. All right, so let's get our larger brush. We're just going to establish a few land mass type things going on. Let's let me not look at it and just get to doing it. Up around in here. Now, as I'm doing it, I'm just plopping in landmass right now. Okay, that's all. Some goes a little higher. Some come down a little bit lower. It'll be foliage and whatnot. Maybe I'll put a gap in there. Let's see. We'll see. Maybe a little kind of a hill here. Comes up a little bit, and then it comes back down. Something like that. Like I said, I'm just establishing a dark batch of just dark right now. Nothing special. Something like that. Something like that. Okie dokie. Enough of that. Let's play. Let's take the rest of this dark stuff. I really should get a sloppier looking brush, to be honest with you, but I'll just use this. I should have enough for this, technically, in a perfect world. We'll see what happens. We're going to do a special kind of tree. What I call my Willie tree. Wilson. Bigfoot does this type of tree. But he does it with a brush that's a lot more splayed out than what I'm using. Like that. Okay. So we got one here. Got like a little bush or whatever going on over there. I'm just scraping up some more of the color. I guess we'll put one right here. Why not? Just like that. Open it right up there. Just like so. So we got two there. I think I got enough for another one. I presume I do. Oh, we'll put one. Yes, it does make a difference with the height. Have it splay out this way. Something like that. Come on down. So we got three. Not necessarily in the center or whatever, but they're interestingly, right there. All right. Let's get a little bit of I really don't want to do it with this brush. So hold on for a second. I'll take an uglier brush to do it with. They make the best patterns. I'm almost ready to let you guys get out of here. Let's take a beat down brush. Let's see. I'm looking for one that's kind of rough around the edges. I just found one. I have to reach in the opposite direction to get it. So bear with me here. I guess I'll use you. I think you'll be perfect. It's a number 11 flat. The bristles, I can kind of beat this guy up a little bit, so it's fine. Alright. I'm going to dip my brush into the glycerin a little bit and loosen up some of this green. I don't have enough green. I need more green in this. Put the red back where it belongs. Purple back where it belongs. Put the yellow back where it belongs. And bring my green back up. There you are. A little bit of green, a little touch of white in the green. We're going to just deal with the green and the purples probably. I don't think I have enough titanium white, so let me get some more titanium white. Okie dokie. Alright. So I'm just dipping my brush into the green right now. The smallest amount of white paint into it. It's got medium in this. I'm really mashing the brush down so it gives me the dark pattern. Okay. And we'll just give it a nice little tap. Just like that. And you just move it around like this. Don't get rid of all your darks. And I'm just tapping over. I'm moving the brush like this as I'm doing it. Alright. Like that. You can bring some on the other side a little bit. But mainly, I'm just doing it primarily on one side. Give it a small tap. Like that. And just bringing it out. Same thing with this guy. This guy's about right here. Now this brush, and usually the bigger the brush, the better for a tree like this, but don't necessarily have to for these guys. Oh, let's go let's get a little brown in this green. Grade up a bit. A little more brown into the green. A little bit of purple. There we go. Nice grayish color. And this color will definitely set once it dries. It's pretty deep color, pretty dark. So I might end up lightening it up a little bit. It's going into the green a little, coming out here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to lighten it up so you can at least see a little variance. Because this type of dark will swallow up the green that's on there. So I will lighten it up a tad. But you'll see as I'm going through this. Still turning the brush around, just tapping and turning the brush. Just like that. See, if you got some green in there that you don't agree with, your dark will swallow it right back up. I kind of like this kind of drabby color, so I'm going to use some of that for the bushes in here. Just a little bit in there, here and there. Because I can always lighten this up. Easier to lighten it up than to try to bring that dark over the light. So I can pop some of that in there like that. Okay, let's get rid of this. Just rinsing it out. Hey, Miss Diana, how are you? It's good to see you. I'm going to be on her show Monday from 4 to 6. I'm going to actually do a tour. I'm going to give away a painting. The painting that I paint that night, that evening, I'm going to give it away. But I'm also do an acrylic pour. As a matter of fact, my panel and all my stuff is already ready. It's just sitting over there for the pour. So I'll do the pour, and then I'll swing the camera around and I'll do the painting when I'm done with the painting. I'll give it away. She got a random generator and whatnot, so we'll have a lot of fun on that one. All right, let's get a little bit of titanium white. We're almost at the end here, Diana. A little bit of purple. A little purple with the white. It's not totally. Oh, let's get a little darker. Just put some green in that purple. And a little bit of brown. A little bit. So I got brown, green, and purple mixed in. It's going to turn it into a kind of a gray color. Why am I doing that? I'm doing that for this stuff right here. Now, very sparse, because it is the dark side of the tree. Okay. But still make it kind of look like a tree. Bring some of that in the other half there. Okay. Just a little bit here and there. See, just put it in there. Now, it looks too bright now, but you remember, acrylic paint dries by evaporation. I'm not using the whole brush, I'm just using the tip. I'm turning the brush around, there's more paint on the other side. Just like so. Bring some of it into the other part there, like that. I'm gonna take the brush. I'm gonna just give it a nice little push up there. See, little bushes happening. Give it a little push. See that? See, a little push. Look at that. Instant bushes. Look at that. Almost looks like the light's hitting it, right? Little push, little push, little push, push, little push, 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 push. All right. Very neat, right? Okay, let's go more into it here. You can have so much fun once you learn the technique. Just like that. Bring some of that gray into that other color. Like I said, it appears bright now, but it won't in a few minutes. It will dry and it will dull right out. Just like that. Bring some of that in there. Give it a little push. Psh, more plants. A little push in there. And when you do a bright plants like that, it brings that tree back into the painting a little bit. Right there. Put some back here. This is also one of the few paintings I don't have a border. No, I don't want to rinse off the brush. I'll just keep it like that. I just add more white into the phthalo green. But I will thin it. So I'm putting it into the medium. It just thins the paint. Get a little more medium. So I'm mashing the brush down. I know you guys can't see it. So I mashed the brush down good. Using the medium with just white in the phthalo green, excuse me. And we're gonna pop a few nice little highlights on these guys. This will really kind of shape your tree, really. How far you want it to go out, how much of it you want shown. All right, it's really up to you. How tree-like do you want it to look? If you want it to look like little Christmas trees or what have you, it's really up to you. I had this one more of a pine tree. I can give it a little. There. One of those type of things there. I can play around with this and give some highlights to some of the plants, maybe up toward the front, give it a slight push. Like that. Slight push. In certain little pockets here and there. Okay, let's clean this brush off. We're going to get to the most important part. I can't say it's the tape because there's no tape on here today, except for the back. Well, it could be right because it takes a little bit of processing when it's zoomed in that far. So I kind of understand that. And also I've got it, I think it's like 720 DPI or something like that. It's a little higher than the normal 360 or whatever. 360 is horrible. Okay, well, hold on. Every time I say I can, I might as well just do this to show you. Why do I say that? Let's get a little water and a script liner brush. It's force of habit, I believe. Okay, here we go. Force of habit with the I can stuff. We'll just wisp some cute little long stemmed stuff going on around here. Just like that. Now with a script liner brush, get plenty of water. Plenty of water on your script liner to do this. You can play around with your. Okay, and when you make, don't just go through the motion first. Then pick and choose where you want these guys. Go in different directions. All right. Like that. Get some more. It's up to you. Like I say, how far you want some of these to go. Go in different directions. Okay. You wouldn't believe how things like this add a little life to your painting. A couple little right. I do thank you guys for checking this out. I guess I'll put my name right up around here. Most of my paintings are for purchase. If you're interested, all I gotta do is message me or email me. And I gotta answer this person back. Here we go. Hold on. Just to take 1 second. Hey Carrie, how are you? Okay, guys. Well, let's zoom back a little bit more. You guys see the total painting. It's kind of Frankenstein looking, but I think that does it right there. Cars, you got your mountains, trees, background trees, you got your reflections, all sorts of stuff happening with it. I think you guys are still here with me. Well, Bruce, I don't really care for using the phone because of the jitteriness. Um, it's something. It's something to do with the the signal going through the walls because this place has part brick, part cement, so it's difficult. Even though my unit is in the computer room, it's it's really tough for this thing to go through so many walls. Like I say, half of it's brick, half of it's cement. So um, it's it's bouncing off all over the place just to get to this little phone. And my webcaster, like I said, won't act right with YouTube. So I gotta see what kind of gadget I would need for StreamYard to go through with my camcorder, and that way I could probably do the picture-in-picture thing again. So I don't know what that is, Bruce. What's a Faraday cage? It looks like it's. I don't think it's buffering too bad here. Well, my my tablet, I had to reboot that thing. I had to put in the password. I had to go through the whole dance again with it. But it happens. But like I said, I get a lot of trouble with the phone. It's just the signal coming through the walls that causes it to judder and everything. I never used to have this problem before when I was in the smaller room. So I know it's the modem router, whatever they call that thing. So, oh, another reason why I never had any trouble with my Epic fan before is because it's not Wi-Fi. It's actually hardwired in to the unit, so everything was smoothly and it was independent. So, well, we don't have a lightning storm here, Bruce. It is raining, but yet the issue is definitely where it's placed within the cement and brick. It has to be out in the open. And right now, it's in a little room covered with cement and brick walls. So that's what's actually blocking it. Um, I've never had any problem like this any other place that I've stayed in. So it's definitely because sometimes the signal has trouble going through dense objects like that. Which is ironic because the room I'm in is 16 panes of glass. But we put the main router in there, so where the main PC is. So, I mean, this is just something I have to deal with. 'Cause I'm trying to get people to come to YouTube and not, be over there on Facebook. Um, so that's one of the reasons why I try to do a lot of these on Facebook. But until I get this situation straight with my camcorders, it does Facebook fine. Um, and I can do my streaming or my premieres using both the cameras, because then I can just take the SD cards out and do all the editing on the main PC. But that's not what I spent the money and bought this stuff for. I bought it for basically for YouTube, and now the machine won't work for YouTube. I'm not the only person that it does this with. I went to the site, and there's a lot of people that's doing the same thing. So, and it's not the webcaster itself. It's YouTube doing this for some reason. It's not on their end, because this machine goes on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 platforms, and YouTube is one of them. Matter of fact, Facebook and YouTube are the main two. So don't know what's going on with all of that. But anyway, as you can see, when the colors all die down, it's all dry too. It's all dry. Everything's dry. As you can see on the trees here, that brightness faded out. Okay. Now for me to make a little more of a shine and impression on the front trees, which you kind of need that, I would I'll do it right now just to show you. I'll just take our little ratty brush. I'll just get a little bit of white and a little bit of the phthalo green here. I'll thin it. I'll do it with the water this time. I'll just thin it with some water. And because it's thin, I don't need to pounce on it. It's just a couple of light little nicely placed taps and spots. Mainly on the ends, on the top like that. Get a little more white, put it in there. I wanted a brighter green, but I don't want snow. You know what I'm saying. Just on the, stack it around a little bit. Just like that. Use the size of your brush. Vary your patterns here and there. Come on the far tree here. Same thing. Mainly on the tips. You can bring a couple of them in the inside, but mainly on the edges. You kind of want them to show out. I could put a couple of pushes over here to highlight some of the grass a little bit. But this is just me playing around. Because you can piddle around and putter this thing to death, really. And it doesn't truly need it. Alright, enough of that. I'm going to log off here. You guys enjoy your evening. I'm going to change that disgusting looking thumbnail that's up there. And let me take this thing off of here. Oh, I guess the only thing I like about this is that I can zoom back. Take this thing, zoom it, and you guys can actually see my face as I unwedge myself from this small quarters here. All right. Well, guys, thanks a lot. You can see that it's very warm in here. Thanks a lot for checking this out. Like I say, I can see me jittering a little bit here, but that's the kind of shifty. But thank you for joining and checking it out. I appreciate it. If you'd like to donate to the cause, gives me more more paints or whatever. My PayPal link is in the lower right hand side. It'll be in the description of this thing once I straighten it up a little later on. And I'll post the Well, this will be in the thumbnail, but I'll post it on YouTube in a few minutes. I'll take a good picture of it. All right, guys. Peace. And take care.